Well, it's been a minute, guys. I just want to take a second, and I would stop, but I'm on a thing here. Good to see you. Taking a little walk in the neighborhood, and want to tell you guys what's going on. I haven't shown my face in quite some time. I just want to start by saying I got a cool class. So that's one thing I wanted to come on and share. This Saturday, I'm going to be talking about Blues with a Feeling. I love this song. I used to perform this song. It's a classic tune that you would want to learn if you love blues harp. So I'll put information in the video description for it. You could just go to harmonica123.com. It's all on the homepage. But this class will be examining that introduction from Little Walter, and I'm going to get into talking about different versions from other noted players such as George Harmonica Smith, Big Walter Horton, and Paul Butterfield. So should be a really cool class. Very much looking forward to analyzing those differences and talking about it. It's fun, and we'll break it all down too, which is key. Lots of leaves on the ground. Can I flip this thing? Let's see. Look how pretty it is here in Colorado. So let me know in the comments. Are you guys fans of Blues with a Feeling? You want to check out this class? Again, this Saturday, 12 Central. That's what's happening. But otherwise, I've got other things going on. Just a lot of cool stuff that I'm not ready to talk about yet, but some of it's very positive. And yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing it with everybody once I can. Sandy Weltman's coming to Harmonica 123 as well. He's headed here 2 weeks after this Saturday's class. He's going to be talking about pattern playing and developing blues licks. It's going to be a really cool class, so that is coming up. So that's kind of some stuff happening with Harmonica 123. There's not anything else huge. I'm not attending any events right now. And that's what's happening in the harmonica world. What are you guys up to? What are you doing? I should do more of these little walking streams. Except my arm is getting tired. Trying to think of what else I might be forgetting beyond that. Joe Falisco's coming back to teach in I don't know when that is. I think he's coming to teach in I can't say for sure, I could be wrong, but I want to say, no, it's November. It's mid-November. He's going to be doing a big Walter Horton class, which will be amazing. All of his classes are killer. So that'll be a Harmonica 123 class coming. You can look it out for soon. His classes are very popular. Lots of people like to check them out, and I'm not surprised. And then at the end of the year, I'm pretty sure it's still on. I'm going to do my first Global Blues Harmonica Summit in a year. No, more than that, maybe. Let me explain the difference between a guest artist class and a Global Blues Harmonica Summit. Guest artist features one artist or teacher, but the Global Blues Harmonica Summit is about multiple artists featured at once, typically 3 or more, but even 2 or more would technically make a summit. So this summit in December is all about the contemporary players out there, featuring Aki Kumar and talking to Brandon Santini and Andrew Ali and Tony Holiday. These are some of the players that'll be hanging out on the summit, and getting to know them and their approach and asking them kind of harmonica savvy questions. Of course, I'm going to come up with some good stuff for that, and dig into their brains and really kind of get some new insight from them. I think it'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. That's what I got. Just want to come on and say hello. All right, y'all make it a great night. I cannot read any of these comments right now. Shoot. Well, actually, I do want to show you this. my favorite area of the entire neighborhood. I almost stopped the video before getting there. Look at how beautiful this is. Looks like you're pushing a stroller. Right on, James. I hope you do check it out, and I hope you make it there. So that's kind of it. I'm gonna sign off here, but can't show you that. Yeah, unless anybody has any questions, I'm gonna sign off. I'm just sort of blabbing at this point. I'm always surprised when, I mean, it does happen sometimes on live streams, but people don't ask as many like harmonica questions as I would think they would ask. They do sometimes, like if I come up with a, a particular video that has a specific topic, maybe that generates some questions. But if you ever come across me in person, or especially here, I'm speaking about this live stream, don't hesitate to just throw a harmonica question out. That's what I'd rather be doing than pushing my class coming up. I mean, I don't mind doing that. I want to talk about that stuff too. Oh, I can zoom? Look at that. That's the Sugar Pine. You can check that out. This place makes awesome food and baked goods. And in this little pocket neighborhood, there's all sorts of great things to check out. Little funky coffee shops and restaurants. Which is better, the key of C or G? Well, if you're just getting into it, I suppose I would have to push you into the key of C first, because there's so much material. There's material out there in the key of C. And then I would say get an A harmonica and a G. Those are similar in a way because they're both lower keys, but it'll really serve you. Yeah. So that's what I would say to that. Just, you want all of it. The G, you want to own a G, you want to own an A, you want to own a C. David, no. Nope, it wasn't there, as you know. I don't have any harmonica events planned currently. For the first time in a long time, I don't have anything on the books, nothing scheduled. There are, like I said, there's some things that I'm not going to share yet, but that when I share some of these things that I think I'm going to be sharing, then some of that will make sense. What else is on everyone's brain? Come on, tell me what's going on. Shoot the shit. Do you need the slider type? No. The chromatic? You don't need that. You could get it, but you don't need it. Chromatics are nice if you want to learn theory. It could be nice to own a chromatic, and also chromatics could be really good for getting just a whole different sound. So there's plenty of, if you're in a blues harmonica, there's plenty of great blues harmonica recordings with chromatic. So I'd wait until you feel really inspired and you start coming across some of the music that has chromatic where you're like, what is this sound? And you realize, oh, it's a chromatic. Maybe wait a little bit. But for the diatonics, you just need that C, A, and G. Those are great keys to live with for a minute. Hello from Greece. What's up, Blue Third? Thank you for being here. And Kaylee, and anybody who is also a member on this YouTube channel, thank you. That looks like you guys are members, and I appreciate you. So yeah, James, you say you're learning the work song by Paul Butterfield for a gig. Awesome. I did a class on Paul Butterfield and William Clark's version of work song, which are totally different. One's on chromatic, Clark. Butterfield obviously played the diatonic. In second position, yeah, that's a great version of work song. And he does a cool one of Blues with a Feeling, the one that I'm doing this Saturday. If you listen to the introduction of Paul Butterfield's Blues with a Feeling, it's cool because all the cats that recorded it after Walter played a piece of, the beginning of the song, that line. And every single player also changed the introduction to some degree. in a pretty large part. And that's what's going to make this class so cool, is to notice those things and talk about them. And there's a ton of technique inside of Walter's playing when you're listening to the introduction. There's like so much to get into just when you're thinking technique. Yeah. The work song's a good one. So there's a lot of these, that's not hourly, I want to say. There's a lot of these classic or standard tunes that they lay out beautifully on the diatonic and you'd want to learn them. So if you're not digging for those, like Baby Come On Home or whatever it is, Mel Torme, ba-da-da, you know, da-da-do-da-do-da-do-da. You find these little lines where they lay right out in second position between holes 2 and 4. Forgive me for my singing. But you see that a lot of this is just second position friendly stuff. And it's so much fun to play. When we are told that any particular song is being played on stage, let's say concert C, you won't, no one will say that unless not on the stages that I'm on. Do we simply grab a harmonica in the key of F? Yeah, that works fine. A to D, C to F, you're playing second position cross harp. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. Tungbakken, point 2. Hello, hello. All right, you guys. This is fun. We gotta do more of this before the really cold stuff moves in. Today was our last warm day. I looked at the forecast for the next like 10 days. It's like today was the last of like, sweet. It's like, you know, it hit, what was it? 80 today, 82. So that was it. Say goodbye to anything in the 80s at this point. Now it goes into like 70s and 60s and then 50s really quick, which is fine. I love those temperatures, don't get me wrong, but it's the signal that, hey, it's gonna get cold, especially once we get towards late December. Anywhere in like mid-December on, it can be real funky here in Colorado, but it's all good. Not complaining. All right, y'all, that's it. You can't take any more of this. How much more could you possibly take of this? None. You're done. We should be done. It's great to see everybody. I will be back, I don't know, hopefully sooner than later. And until then, hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll catch you soon.